This is a second stimulus check update for Sunday, December 20th. Finally, last night an agreement has been made and there will be a stimulus package vote today at 1 p.m. And if no stimulus package is passed, we are going to have a government shutdown. Shortly after this deal was reached late last night, President Trump tweeted at midnight saying that we need more money for direct payments. The new Moderna vaccine is officially in transit and will arrive at over 3,000 locations on Monday. And there has been a new COVID-19 strain discovered in the UK that transfers faster than the original strain. I hope you're having a great day so far. If you could do me a quick favor and hit the like button down below, this way YouTube could share this video with more people. So, great news here. Republicans and Democrats have finally reached a compromise regarding the stimulus package and overcame the major hurdle and obstacle, which was the Federal Reserve's lending power late last night around 11 p.m. So, the Democrats have accused Republican Senator Pat Toomey of putting in last-minute legislation into the deal on Friday, and that was the reason why a stimulus package didn't pass on Friday, according to Democrats. But now, according to Mitch McConnell's aide, saying now that the Democrats have agreed to a version of Senator Toomey's important language, we can begin closing out the rest of the package to deliver much-needed relief to families, workers, and businesses. So now they are moving on and going on to bigger, better things and having a vote later on today. So basically, then Senator Toomey, his aide, said Senate Republicans achieved all four of our objectives regarding CARES Act Federal Reserve lending programs, basically saying the Republicans got exactly what they wanted. So I guess their plan worked, saying this agreement rescinds more than $429 billion in unused CARES Act funds, definitively ends the CARES Act lending facilities by December 31st, 2020. Basically, what this means is that the Federal Reserve will not have the ability to lend money out in any case of an emergency like we did in this past pandemic. Basically restricting President-elect Joe Biden and his administration from having access to these funds in the future. The former Federal Reserve Chair Ben Bernanke weighed in on this. He said that the central bank's emergency lending authorities should be at minimum as robust as they were before the passage of the CARES Act in March. So the former Federal Reserve Chair is saying that this is a bad idea, but we won't see the results of this until we have another pandemic, crisis, or economic downturn. Then we will look back on this and say maybe this wasn't a good idea. Senator Elizabeth Warren said this is about existing authorities that the Fed has for a very long time to be able to use in an emergency. It's about a lending authority for helping small businesses, state government, local government in the middle of a crisis. All right, so that's out of the way. Let's move on to what is happening with the stimulus package and if we are going to pass it today, what else needs to be done. So Nancy Pelosi is saying that there are just a few different issues that need to be solved, that include eligibility for small business relief, how to structure unemployment aid, and criteria for sending out $600 stimulus checks. Regarding these $600 stimulus checks, it is, at the moment, they're saying that it is the same criteria as it was the first time around. $600 checks for adults, $600 checks for dependents, could be kids or could be adult dependents as well. That's what we know at the moment, but officially the deal or the bill hasn't been written yet. Pelosi also told Democrats during a call yesterday saying that the money, they remain divided over the amount of money necessary for food assistance. So it looks like these are just minor issues. Now what's going to happen is they are going to probably send out this email early today. I'm filming this Sunday morning, and then they're going to have a vote in the House at 1 p.m. So that means everyone in Congress this morning is going to be rushing, trying to read through several pages of this bill to make sure everything is good. And if it is, then they will have a vote. There's a good chance that it's going to pass in the House. Now, when it goes to the Senate, all it needs is just one senator to say, no, this isn't good, then we're going to have problems. And it probably won't pass today. Because just as a reminder, the deadline is today, Sunday, December 20th, for this stimulus package and government funding omnibus to pass. If not, we are going to have a government shutdown. Now, this is another moment for Senator Josh Hawley and Senator Bernie Sanders to step up and say, I am not voting for this unless we have $1,200 stimulus checks. I played you the clip in yesterday's video how Bernie Sanders had that moment where he almost caused the government shutdown but withdrew his objection at the last second. This could be another defining moment for us to have $1,200 stimulus checks, but I will keep you updated. So if you want more updates like this, subscribe to the channel, because if there is big news coming out today, I will publish another video later. Shortly after this deal was made last night, or this agreement, President Trump was demanding that we have more money. So oddly, the news came out last night around 11 p.m. And then shortly after that, midnight, today, December 20th, President Trump tweeted out saying, "Why isn't Congress giving our people a stimulus bill? It wasn't their fault. It was the fault of China. Get it done. Give them more money in direct payments." So he's saying, give them more money in direct payments. Now, just a reminder, President Trump actually has a lot of power in this situation. Let's just say it passes in the House, it passes in the Senate, and it's a measly, insulting $600 stimulus check. President Trump could say, I am not signing any bill unless you make it a $1,200 stimulus check. Now, President Trump is on his way out in January 20th. This can be his last-ditch effort to give the people a bigger stimulus check and say, I am not signing anything unless it is a $1,200 or $2,000 stimulus check. If everything else is decided and it just requires an extra $300 billion, this may be President Trump's moment to decide that we need a bigger stimulus check. Remember, a few days ago, White House aides talked Trump out of a last-minute stimulus check as big as $2,000. So he wants it. He's on his way out. He doesn't need any more votes. This could be his last time to make a big stand for a big stimulus check, and he has that power to do so. So I'm going to play this clip of a senator kind of celebrating this. This was actually from a couple days ago, opening a beer on the Senate floor. Here's that clip right now.
I've been trying to work with people since the first day I got here. I won't ever stop reaching across the aisle or trying to work with one another or sitting down and having a beer and listen to each other. For the betterment of this country, we have to come together. We have to sit down and listen to each other and maybe even have a beer. In the spirit of the bipartisanship and cooperation, I raise this glass to my colleagues, both Democrats and Republicans. I yield back.
The gentleman from South Carolina.
Let's be clear, now is not the time to celebrate. Let's not count our chickens before the eggs have hatched. We still have to have a really important vote today, and if the stimulus deal passes today, then we could celebrate, because we'll probably get direct deposit stimulus checks maybe around Christmas time, maybe even before Christmas. But let's not get to that point yet. Let's still wait and see what happens with the vote. If it doesn't pass today, we will have a government shutdown. There's been no talks about a stopgap funding bill so that we could extend the deadline again. It should be today, hopefully. Moving on to COVID vaccine news. Moderna vaccines are on the way and will arrive in the United States tomorrow, Monday. So this is going to go out to around 3,700 different locations tomorrow, Monday, and this is going to be shipped out by FedEx and UPS. This is very similar to the Pfizer vaccine, very similar effective rate. Now, the UK has identified a new COVID-19 strain that spreads more quickly. They don't know too much yet, but here's what they know so far, saying that the new strain has a significant, substantial increase in transmittability, but there's no evidence so far to suggest that it causes more severe disease, more hospitalizations, or affects coronavirus treatments and vaccines. So we're just found out about this, and they're doing more testing. I'll keep you updated. That is all the stimulus news I have today. To cheer up your mood a little bit, here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Guys, I didn't see you there. Hi guys, this is Belle. This is the tip of the day. So I wanted to tell you something that you should do. Hi guys, what you doing? Sorry, that's my sister. If you can't, if you want to do something and you can't find something, you have to do what you want to do and make another something. If you can't do the first one, then go on to the next one, because you have to stay positive and good and have good relationships with some friends, and you should always be good enough. Bye. That's all I wanted to tell you.
And if you were ever curious about the stock market and want to know the simplest advice ever to make a guaranteed 10% return on your money per year, I recommend clicking this video over here. It's in my Wise Sense channel. It's about how to get a guaranteed 10% return in the stock market every year. I use this strategy and it's very simple. You don't need any prior knowledge of the stock market. So click that video now and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.